What is going on, guys? This is Miasin. So I was really busy yesterday with figuring out some combos with Gimmick Puppet, and I wanted to do a live stream today, but I slept like super late, so I woke up very late. And because of that, I'm gonna have to only really make a video on the new Trickstar cards, but also kind of talk about some of the product that we'll be getting in 2024, as well as the events. But before we go any further, I would really appreciate if you could obviously smash the like and subscribe button. And also huge shoutouts to my sponsors, Inspire TCG. Please subscribe to them. Link to their channel will be in the description box below. As well as a huge shoutouts to my sponsors, Dueling. So Dueling is now taking pre-orders for their Enchanter of Hearts, Binder, and Art cards, and they look absolutely stunning. So if you're a big fan of Dark Magician Girl, if you're a man of culture, make sure to check their merch out. It's honestly the best. And also use the coupon code YASIN666 for 5% off. And the estimated delivery should be in May. And with that being said, let's get right into it. We are currently in March, so there is no new product for us, at least in the TCG. The OCG, I mean, they're getting some V-Jump promos, like this is Ancient Gear Dragon. Not super relevant, and they're also getting some reprint sets. What is going to be relevant is that they're going to be getting Infinite Forbidden pretty much the same time as we get Legacy of Destruction. So this is actually quite interesting because it means that we're exactly one set behind. So they basically dictate our format every single time. It's ridiculous. I know the OCG has been like that for a while, but it is a coincidence that it's pretty much almost the same day. The Legacy of Destruction, I think we already know what to expect, but we are going to be getting some Ashen TCG exclusives, except if Konami does the same thing as Tistina and all those other TCG archetypes and completely forget about their existence. It could definitely happen. We keep getting cooked. Apart from that, not much to really cover. So June is not, April, sorry. It's not going to be really packed because the Legacy of Destruction is going to be on 26th, and the YCS in Rally is going to be on the 20th. So in other words, Rally is current card pool. There's not going to be anything new. You can see this as a good thing or a bad thing, and it also depends on whether or not we get a ban list. The ban list that we got for this format was January. If we expect a ban list every 3 to 4 months, it might be before or after Rally. I think personally it's going to be after. I think it's going to be in May, because we're going to be getting Legacy of Destruction, and I think they want to sell the new product, so maybe we're going to be getting the ban list during YCS Rally, because they keep doing that. They keep trolling us every single freaking time. But May is definitely a really interesting month, because we're going to have Legacy of Destruction for YCS Rio, right? This is May 4th and 5th, and Legacy of Destruction is, like I said, on the 26th. So this is going to be with like Tenpai Dragon and everything. It's definitely a really big set, very important. It's basically Age of Overlord 3.0, because Phantom Nightmare was like 2.0, and now it's going to be, even more. It's crazy. We're not done with like fire cards and Sinful Spoil stuff. There's still more insane cards to come. It's ridiculous. And there's even like a new Snake Eye monster, Snake Eye Diabellstar, and it's not too bad, actually. I underestimated it. Apart from that, in May, there's absolutely nothing, but in June, we're going to be getting Terminal Revenge, which is a little late because this is yet again on June 20th, and the YCS in Indianapolis is June 1st. So Indianapolis is not going to be featuring Terminal Revenge, support. So keep that in mind. You're not going to be playing with Infernoids, Icebearer, or Ritual Beast, or Gen X for that matter, for that event. But then NAWCQ is going to have absolutely everything. But the other WCQs, I think some of them will have Infinite Forbidden, some won't. But any WCQ has quite literally all, because it's one of the last ones. So yeah, Infinite Forbidden, that one has Gimmick Puppet as well as Exodia. And obviously some other cards, but we don't really know much about them at the moment. But yeah, anyways, now we are going to be looking at the Trickstar support that is in a special set with Mizar. So this is going to be like Tachyon, maybe Galaxy as well, because he is related to Kai Tenjo in the anime, which is the Galaxy Photon player, if you like that deck. So the first monster is Trickstar Hoodie, level 2 Light Fairy. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn. If you control a Trickstar Fusion or Link monster, you can special summon this card from the hand. I actually think the Trickstar Links are much better than the Trickstar Fusions. They're usually underwhelming. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a Link summon of a Trickstar monster, at least you got some Link ones. You can add one Trickstar Fusion or Trickstar Diffusion from your deck to your hand. It makes it so that Candina is a one-card Link 2 that gets you to Trickstar Fusion or Trickstar Diffusion. So it's, in terms of like raw card advantage, this card's it's just like another extender, but it doesn't really do anything on its own. So I can't necessarily say that it's good. It depends on if we get like a broken Trickstar Link one. Anyways, next up we got Trickstar Band, Drew Mattis, level 6 Light Fairy Fusion monster. 2 Trickstar monsters, so it also makes it so that the Trickstars are super poly targets. But then that never really mattered because Garura is also a super poly target for them. You can only use the first and third effect once per turn. If this card is fusion summon, you can add one Trickstar card from your deck to your hand with a different name from the cards that you control and in your graveyard. Alright, okay, fair enough. It's another searcher because we only have like 20 of them. We got Light Stage, Candina, the list goes on. It's ridiculous. Your Trickstar Link monsters that this card points to gain 1000 attack. We don't even know the... Hold on, wait, what? That point to this card, never mind. Okay, yeah, okay. That's just so weird. If either player takes effect damage, you can target one face-up monster on the field, change its attack to 0. Can't necessarily say I'm a big fan, not gonna lie. I think this card is just really underwhelming, especially since you go neg 3, basically. Well, neg 2 to summon this card just to search one card. So yeah, this card is dog shit. Anyways, Trickstar, Colchica. Okay, Link 1, bottom 1 non-link Trickstar monster. You can only special summon this card once per turn, and you can only use this card's only effect once per turn. Okay, wow. It's like the opposite of the Fiendsmith monster. That one is like insane. When a monster is destroyed by battle involving your Trickstar monster while this card is in your grave, you can banish this card and target one of those destroyed monsters, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack it had on the field. Yeah, this is like actual garbage. It has 200 attack, it does nothing on the field, it only has an effect in the grave, and that's it. Yeah, okay, yeah, clearly this card is like super ass. Yeah, I'm definitely not a big fan, but I guess it is like free real estate, but like even then, you're not good, my bad. Trickstar Noble Angel, link 2 Trickstar monsters. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name once per turn. Okay, at least this card has 3 effects. If this card is link summon, you can add one blue Tears card from your deck to your hand. There is already one blue Tears normal spell card that exists at the moment. It's not bad, actually. It's like Blue Tier Angel or something. It doesn't suck, but it's a little too slow because you can only use one of the 2 effects per turn, only once that turn. And the graveyard effect is actually better than the on-field effect. But it's really hard to get in the grave, so if you can at least trigger it on the opponent's turn, it acts as a trap trick, and it's not too bad. You can set a trap card directly from your deck to your hand, or from the hand to the field, and then you can use it right away. It doesn't suck, but again, it's too slow, especially for Trickstar. Trickstar is supposed to be an FTK deck. You're supposed to hand loop your opponent, or burn your opponent to death very early. If you play for multiple turns, you always lose in Trickstar. Again, what is the best card in Trickstar? Repeat it with me, kids. Droll and Logbird. There we go. What is the second best card? Scapegoat. What is the third best card? Blackwing Gofu the Vague Shadow. You get it. You get the point. Anyways, if you have a fusion monster on your field or in your grave, you can target one Trickstar monster in your grave, special summon it. That is not too bad. This card's pretty good. If either player takes effect damage, you can target one face-up card on the field, destroy it. All 3 effects are good. This is the only good Trickstar card I've reviewed so far. Okay, now we've got the Trickstar Diffusion, which is the normal trap card that you can search with what's his face? This card right here, if this card is sent to the grave as material for... So again, the goal is to go normal summon Candina, search this, and then you link off for the link 1, and then you control a Trickstar Link monster, so you can special summon it, and then go into the Trickstar Link 2, and then you're going to be able to search for the Trickstar Diffusion, so it, again, makes Candina a 1-card combo. Anyways, this card allows you to either fusion summon one Trickstar Fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing its material from the grave, or immediately after this effect resolves, link summon one Trickstar monster. And then you can banish this card from the grave, then target one Trickstar monster you control. This turn, your opponent's monster cannot target monsters for attack, except that monster while you control it. It's not like Rise to Full Heights. So if you control like a Candina and then you bounce it back to Licorice, your opponent can start attacking your other monsters. It's only while you control it. So I actually think this card completely sucks. The second effect is just not real. It doesn't really add much. Like, even if you have, like, Corbane to boost the attack of your monster, like, it doesn't matter. Anything that happens during the battle phase is usually just garbage. And then the first effect, either Fusion Summon or Link must Summon. It would have been nice if this card was a quick play spell, honestly. Then I wouldn't complain, but it being a trap card, again, too slow in a deck that should not be slow. It should, again, behave like an FTK deck. And finally, we've got Maiden of Blue Tears, a normal trap card. By the way, I'm not complaining about the fact that these cards are garbage. I'm actually really happy because I hate Trickstar from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, this is yet again another normal trap card. Konami really hates this deck. They realized their mistake when they made this deck function basically just really well with Droll and Logbird. And then they were like, yeah, we can't just keep giving these this deck more ways of easily FTKing the opponent, or hand looping rather, or burning to death with like a lot of like effect damage is just stacks like crazy. But yeah, you can only use one of the 2 effects per turn, only once that turn. Exact same thing as a Angel of Blue Tears, or whatever the name of the card is. If your opponent special summons a monster or monsters and you control a Link monster, target one of those special summoned monsters, destroy it, and if you do inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its original attack. This is kind of like a Ring of Destruction. It's fine. It's not bad. It's searchable, very easy, so I mean, it's alright, okay. If either player takes effect damage while this card is in your grave, you can banish this card. Then target one normal spell in your grave or banished. I swear to God, Konami. Or banished, bro. Set it, but it cannot be activated this turn, so it's the exact opposite of the normal spell card. The spell gets you the trap, and the trap gets you a spell. But this one gets you a spell from the grave or banished, whereas the other one gets you a trap from the hand or deck to the field, which is much better. And also, just like the other card, you can only use one effects per turn and only once that turn. So it's like, this card could have been released a few years ago, and it wouldn't have changed anything. So it's not necessarily that this card sucks, it's just that it's too late. Like, all these cards just feel like, even though they're being printed in 2024, they just feel like 2019 cards, honestly, or 2018 even. I actually just think they're very underwhelming. Yeah, I mean, again, this Link 2, not bad at all. I really don't think it sucks, like, at all. It makes Candina a one-card Link 2 that also could lead to, like, double interruption, because you surge the Chapel card, or, like, the Ring of Destruction, whatever, and then you destroy something, you burn your opponent for damage, and then since someone took effect damage, you can destroy another face-up card on the field. Again, it's nice. It's not trash, and if you have a fusion monster, then you can summon it. Or rather, any Trickstar monster in your grave. If there was like a Trickstar fusion spell that was like an actual miracle fusion, it would have been nice, but the Trickstar fusion, I don't think is a miracle fusion. It's like a polymerization with like a really bad bonus effect. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan whatsoever, but you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.